Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Potioncraft. Let's jump right into it while I introduce the rest of the things. If you are an avid watcher of the playlists, you may have looked at the previous two VODs and realized that the previous two VODs didn't have sound. That was not on purpose, very much an accidental thing. I accidentally turned off the volume at some point and forgot to turn it back up. And I somehow didn't notice it for 2 streams. So that is why if you go into those VODs, you'll realize that there is no sound whatsoever. Bit of a weird thing to do. Oh, I forgot to do the traditional chat. There we go. So yeah, if you're wondering why the previous 2 streams don't have audio, I just forgot to put it on. But it's okay, because this one definitely has it. Unless it gets removed somehow. But I don't think it does. I heard it in the playback. Okay, in any case. What is the plan for today? The plan is to get to level 15 popularity. And we'll do it while just, like, I don't know, doing shenanigans and stuff. I don't really have anything planned. For today's stream. Didn't I need a certain type of wheat? This thing, smell good. Okay, I guess I have enough. Yeah, let's do medium for fun. I don't have much planned out for today, so I don't know what I'll do. Okay. So what I had an idea of is I have this website, and I'm just gonna scroll through and just get some ideas for what to talk about. I guess starting from this point on, since I mean the intro is basically done now. There's not much more for me to say. So, wait, why do I have 2 levitation potions? What? Okay, let me at least organize it. Don't know why I have 2 levitation potions, but I also don't really need this hallucination potion, actually. Yeah, let's erase it. Stick it there. I don't know what this potion does. We put fragrance up here. Here, why not? Okay. That looks nicer. Just want to make my desktop look nice and neat. Oh yeah, I need a flying potion. Okay, so yeah, so I was just gonna like just start talking about a random topic on the website. Starting, I guess now will be pretty apt. So let's scroll through the topics, and then if I run out of topics, I'll just go to a different website. Why is the first one poverty in India? Like I wouldn't know anything about it. Fast food culture. You know what? I'm gonna rant a bit. Fast food is overrated. Like, I mean, that's about it. That's all the renting I've got. I'm not good at renting, to be honest. But like, so the thing is, once upon a time, like 15 to 20 years ago, maybe not 20 years ago because I would be an infant, but like 15, let's say 10 to 15 years ago, fast food was actually like had one thing going for it, and it was just dirt cheap food. Like, I still remembered like my friends just like going, yeah, I can just get like a cheapo like €1 burger, and that was kind of cool, you know. If it's like crap food that isn't good for you, at least it's cheap. But nowadays, fast food isn't cheap. Like, you get a standard meal, like in the UK, a standard meal costs what, £7 for what is just like processed dirt food. Like, and the thing is, like, if you go to any like shop and just buy like a meal deal or whatever, like Tesco's, the meal deal is, well, the meal deal has increased in price over the time, but it's like £3, £3 to £4. Like a standard fast food meal is like double that amount for what is about the same amount of food, really, which is insane to me. Like how prices have like just massively risen. And let's be honest, fast food isn't that good. In terms of like flavor, at least maybe where I'm living, there are food trucks all over the place, and they make so much better food than any of the fast food restaurants at a much cheaper price. Like, I'm talking like £5 for a massive amount of food, whereas the type of food you get at McDonald's or Kentucky or whatever, barely filling. Right, that will help us in the dark. Silly. So it's at the point now where I basically don't go to fast food restaurant except to get like a drink, because coffee is, yeah, like drinks, like hot drinks like coffee and stuff, it's still is unfortunately still cheaper in a fast food restaurant than in a cafe or something like that. Like nowadays, the only reason to go into like a McDonald's is if you're like desperate for some sustenance. But even then, there's almost always a better something. Because if you're going for cost, you could go to a supermarket. If you want quality, most places just have a ton of restaurants. Like, there isn't like a case where you really want to go to McDonald's. Let's put it that way. Anymore, I would say. Which is, you know, I accidentally changed the screen size. I wouldn't say it's a shame. I mean, I didn't really care about for the restaurant, but I think a lot of people still like really like see like these places as like really like, how to say, like it's like a special occasion to go to them, just because like it's always been a special occasion to go to these places, especially, you know, when we used to live with parents and stuff. They would not bring us to these places often because, well, it's not healthy, so why would they bring us to these fast food restaurants? But yeah, that's not good. Like, I don't think there's any point worthwhile to go there except for maybe coffee, because it's the only place. It's the cheapest I've seen, other than making it yourself, that I can see coffee existing. So anyway, that's my rant about fast food. Yeah, because if you want junk food, I mean, the only thing... No, even then, I was gonna say the only thing that's really they offer is like deep fried food. But as I said, food trucks do that as well for much cheaper. Like, much cheaper. So... I don't know. I feel like... Actually, I don't actually know the answer to this one. I feel like fast food restaurants have been running at a very, like, thin margin for a long time. And I think now the margins are starting to blow back. In a sense that they can't operate expecting to make that profit anymore. Because I think, especially younger people are more health conscious and starting to like shy away from like going to fast food restaurants. Wait, what do they want? Okay, sure. Okay, I guess that's really all I really have to say about fast food. I mean, I was just like... Actually, there's one more thing. There is something weird happening where I'm living. And that is that random fast food restaurants are just popping up out of nowhere. Like... Like, I've never been to a Wendy's or Popeyes until, like, they just randomly opened where I live. Just, like, completely out of nowhere. And I just don't understand why they're even here, because I don't think there really is a market for that anymore. I mean, probably there must be, but I just don't understand what their market is, because, like, people here don't really, like... I don't know. I don't think the people are really that interested in fast food anymore. But what do I know? Ooh, I got the recipe. Fancy. Yeah, maybe they just don't appeal to me, the one target demographic that doesn't really understand why they're here in the first place. Well, actually, you know, I have a feeling I know why. I'm guessing it's just because they had a lot of money. Like, these companies have a lot of money, and also considering we're just post-pandemic, a lot of places opened up for very cheap, as people just like ran out of money and had to close down their business, so they had to give away the storefront to someone else. I think that's probably why they're here, to be honest, but honestly, I don't know if they'll necessarily make a market. because it is a new market, so to speak. Like, not many people know who they are around here. But we'll see. I don't know if they'll probably stick around, because why not? But I have a feeling, in terms of like, like, I have a feeling that most of these companies will have trouble keeping up with income over the next few years. Especially when, like, inflation like increases the amount they have to spend, and their consumer base is decreasing. Anyway, that's it. I guess I could keep rehashing the same points over and over again, but there's so much point. Oh, I'm starting to lag. Okay, that was 20 minutes of just rambling. Okay, let's see, what else could I say? Bum. Bum. I mean, a lot of these are good topics, it's just not very interesting, because they're like either like way too political or just stuff I'm not interested in. Also, there's like the third time a topic of junk food shows up. Should stray animals be killed? Huh. Yeah, sure. I'm not really gonna answer that immediately, because I don't actually know the answer to that. Should stray animals be killed? That's actually kind of a weird question. So, firstly, what really counts as a stray animal, so to speak? Because, well, I assume there is a straightforward, like cats that just roam the street and stuff like that, but I mean, I know that there are certain cats that aren't necessarily owned by someone, but there is like a group of people that takes care of them. Do they count as stray? You know, like a community of like a good few people, and they have their cats that just like roams around and chills, but doesn't really like belong to any singular person. Are they a stray? That's an interesting question. And, okay. The question of whether strays should be killed. I don't know. I guess to some degree you can argue that the existence of stray animals does harm like local habitats. Because I mean, very often, like a cat, if it's just an outdoor cat, can run around and like hunt birds and stuff. Like there was one cat on a certain island that caused the extinction of like 4 different birds, just because it just like kept hunting them down. So the answer to what we should do with strays is probably, at least we shouldn't just like ignore them. I think like probably doing something to them is correct. I was hesitant to say like, yeah, like we should at least like try to get them off the streets is what I mean. As for killing them, my instinct would say we probably shouldn't. I feel like even strays deserve to live. But then, how, like, what do we do then? Do we just keep them in a shelter until they die? Or, because I don't know if strays are that easy to give to people as pets. I mean, they're strays for a reason. And I know that a lot of times, if they're not like raised in like a proper environment, they tend to have like bad behaviors that can't really be like, how to say, like removed. So yeah, I think like maybe is keeping them just locked up in a shelter like their entire lives a humane thing to do though. I mean, if we want to like prevent strays from existing on the streets, is that it? And not to mention like who would pay for it? I guess charity. I guess it would be like charity cause kind of thing where you just like have a house full of strays and then you just like donate and then maybe come in there and play with all the kitties. That could be fun actually. Like a house where you just have a bunch of kittens and you just play with them. And then probably get scratched. Maybe. Maybe that's the solution. But I guess in a practical sense, if the only option were to kill them or to let them roam the streets, maybe think about it in that way. Is which option is better? I guess it would depend if it's a big enough problem to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, I do like the idea of not killing an animal, but if they're like genuinely like destroying something that's important to keep, then I guess I would be less inclined to argue against the killing of the animal. That's just me. Okay. I think that's about it. There's not much more I can say about that topic. Okay, what else can I say? What can I talk about? This has to be an Indian website because they have tons of topics on India. Alcohol ban, pros and cons. Sure, let's talk about alcohol. Because I hate it. I hate alcohol. I just don't get alcohol. Every time I drink it, I just don't have a good time. Like, it doesn't really improve my mood that much. And it's just like... it's just a very strong thing to just drink. It could be just me, you know. Well, I don't think it's just me. A lot of people don't drink alcohol. For many a reason. But I just don't enjoy drinking it. Like, I always think, like, I always have more fun, like, trying out, stuff that, like, tastes good or tastes different. Bitter thing, you know. In fact, I actually, like, bought this drink called Bitter Shandy, which I didn't realize at the time, but actually, it's just beer without alcohol. Like, I didn't realize that until after I drank it, and I thought, hang on, this tastes like beer. And surprisingly, I don't actually like beer at all, but I didn't mind that drink. Like, genuinely, I just drank it and I thought, actually, not bad. I don't mind it. But I don't like beer. So I think maybe it's just like the feeling that you get from drinking alcohol that I just don't enjoy that particular flavor. Because I also don't really like wine or champagne. But when I have like white wine inside like cheese or something, like melted cheese, I like it I like it a lot. So I think in terms of like flavors, I do like the flavor of certain alcohols, how it tastes, but I don't like the feeling of the alcohol itself. So yeah, so alcohol is not my thing. So I have a bias in the sense that if I were to see the disappearance of alcohol, it wouldn't affect me one bit. There's also a lot of issues that alcohol produces. For a lot of things, if alcohol didn't exist, then we wouldn't have drink driving, which is a pretty big cause of death in a lot of places. So certainly that would be fixed. The issue is, of course, I mean, yeah, but, like, it also like would help people not get addicted to the stuff and start binge drinking. That's another good point. The issue, of course, is that a ban on alcohol has been tried, and it didn't work. There's a whole thing about prohibition in America, where they banned the sale of alcohol and production. I think production was also banned. So my voice is like failing a bit because of all the singing I've done today. Yeah, prohibition was like a very big time where production and selling of alcohol was just like completely forbidden, and people tried like different hacks to get around it. I think there was a product someone made which is basically like a block that if you put into water, you would effectively make wine. But because it's not wine. It's not alcohol, so safe. Hang on. My allergies. Like I like that it's getting warmer, but unfortunately, a consequence of it getting warmer is that it's becoming spring, and spring tends to start bringing in allergies. So I might start sneezing a bit during this stream. But yeah, the issue is prohibition, as I'm getting to, is that people really like alcohol. And I completely understand that. And as a result of people really wanting alcohol, is that sometimes people will pay a lot to get said alcohol, and maybe not even care about where they're getting the alcohol as long as they're getting it. And thus, bring us an industry that will facilitate the selling and making of alcohol illegally, aka the mafia. Or actually, no, the mafia were Italian. Gangs. Let's just say gangs. Gangsters. Yeah, there we go. Basically, organized crime was flourishing under prohibition because like people were buying and selling alcohol, and as a result of that, they also did a lot of other illegal stuff. So, yeah, because organized crime would basically use the alcohol, the income from alcohol, to fund other ventures that would lead to having more money. And so basically just like there was a whole untapped market of people like buying alcohol that they could access, and they knew they would have basically no competition because, well, it's illegal. No reputable business owner would dare tread on their grounds, so it was easy income for them, and then things went bad. So, if we're talking about, is banning alcohol a good thing? The answer is no, because it doesn't work, and it just leads to more suffering. Just like a lot of things will be better off if it were decriminalized, like marijuana. Like genuinely, if marijuana was decriminalized, a lot less people would be in jail. All over the world, by the way, not just America, like all over the world. And also a lot fewer people would be like, would have their lives destroyed by crime that revolves around marijuana. Like, it would just be an overall good. If that to be the case. So yeah. Using that topic, what else could I speak of? I guess that's what we have the list for. Oh hey, dwarf man. Okay, yeah. I think in terms of like that website, it's a good website, but a lot of the topics are just like too political. Oh gosh. Icebreaker questions on art. let's not do that. Go away. Gosh, these are some very deep questions. I have no interest in doing that. When does free will end and fate begin? Wow, that is no, thank you. Maybe an education one could be interesting. Let me check. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, hang on. Funny topic conversations. Maybe that could be interesting. If you could, would you move to Mars? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that one. If I could, would I move to Mars? The answer is actually the answer is it would depend. I'm actually seriously considering maybe going to Mars if I had the opportunity to. So the thing is, I actually don't know what the communication like difference is, because I know basically if you go to Mars, it's a one-way trip. There's no way to get back. So is that one-way trip worth it? And it would entirely depend on what's available on Mars. Because here's the thing. I can imagine that you could potentially get a so if getting to Mars is genuinely like an idea that people are interested in doing, I have a feeling that the technology used to communicate between Earth and Mars will get good enough for maybe not like 4K streaming, but at least like good enough to download movies and TV shows at a pretty like good speed. You probably won't be, well, that you will definitely not be able to do online gaming if you were on Mars, but to be fair, I'm not really that into online gaming. So it's like, sure, whatever. I like to basically the only thing I do online is chess. And I guess I mean, I would lose that, but I guess I can still play slow chess, so that's still something. And fast chess is a bane of my life. Like, I need to stop saying like a lot. I say it way too much. I also need to stop saying I really like fast chess. I play it a lot when I have free time, but I'm so bad at it, and it does like send me down bad moods if I end up on a losing streak. Because I noticed something about me is that I overvalue my losses way more than my wins. So it feels like I am on a massive losing streak, and then I look back at my rating and see that I actually gained 20 rating points since last time I checked. Because I just don't notice my wins, but I notice all my losses. So, I mean, that is one thing. I guess that's a very human thing to do. To just like, yeah, I keep losing because I'm awful, I'm bad at the game. But actually, you have a higher than 50% win rate. But yeah. So if I were on Mars, I wouldn't have that feeling anymore because I wouldn't be able to play speed chess. I guess I would still be playing slow chess, like 30-minute chess or something like that. But I guess the one benefit is if you're on Mars, there's a very small number of people on Mars. I assume there's only gonna be like, at most 1 million people ever to live on Mars. At least in my lifetime. So the odds of like a close-knit community forming is probably very high, since you're more likely to communicate with people on Mars than people not on Mars. And I guess you could still play speed chess with people on Mars. So even then, your like the hobby still won't go away. So yeah, if in anything, you can live near people who do play chess a lot. So you get to play speed chess IRL. Which would be pretty cool. So honestly, if life of there's always the issue is like, what would I be doing on Mars? Because I guess the only reason I would be on Mars is as a scientist doing research. So in some sense, it's like you can't escape from work, and also the path to get there would be incredibly boring. Unless, of course, we have that thing where we fix communication, and so you can communicate with Earth and like get a bunch of stuff downloaded. So the answer is maybe. I mean, I doubt I would ever have the opportunity I doubt I would ever be given the opportunity to go to Mars, because that sounds like a rich people thing. Like something that either you're rich or you get funded by someone who is rich, and most likely that would be like a scientist or something that will be able to like generate revenue for you. And I don't think I can do either of those things. So realistically speaking, I'm never gonna be on Mars. But it isn't out of this world. Like, I wouldn't like outright reject it if I did get an opportunity. Okay. Okay, that's basically all the funny conversation topics that are interesting. Other than, is the Earth flat, which is obviously no. Although people who believe that the Earth is flat are kind of funny. Oh wow. One of the topics is, when is nuclear war good? Sure. Sure. Okay, that's the end of this list. Wait, is there a list? Oh wait, they give like 5 topics. Nope. Next list. On the NHS? Oh wait, this isn't just about the NHS. Should vaping be banned like smoking? I've heard bad things about vaping that actually might be more harmful than smoking. I mean, after all, you are basically just inhaling like very hot vapors, so that probably can't be good for you. Should obesity? Well, the way they phrase the question is, should obesity should be labeled a disease? But that's obviously wrong. So, should obesity be labeled a disease? What a fun, non-political topic to discuss. Should I even go that way? What is my opinion on obesity? I guess I can talk about my perspective, because you can't really see this in my lovely visage and stuff, but I don't think I've ever been, like, slim in my life. Like, when I was younger, I was, like, a chubby boy. To the point that, like, doctors were actually, like, concerned by my weight. And then since then, my weight has been steadily going down, to the point where now I feel like I'm probably at a good weight. Now, in terms of, like, what I'm eating, the issue isn't really with, like, calories and, like, weight. It's more to do with just getting enough nutrition to survive, because I basically just, like, don't eat the right things. So when it comes to, like, my history with weight, I can understand what it feels like to be overweight. And it's not like, and no, I can't really say I've been, like, obese, because obese is like an extreme level of overweight where your weight actually starts to become like a hindrance to your well-being. It's never really been a hindrance, but more so just, my fitness was dog poop. I've never been, like, a very big fitness boy, so I've never been, like, that good at sports and stuff. Probably not a good thing to say. But yeah. So in terms of, like, is obesity a disease? Oh god. Somehow I just don't want to answer this question. I'm going to, but I feel like I'm gonna be treading on glass the entire time. Because, well, I'll say why. There's an entire culture on the internet of basically people making fun of others for being fat. It's kind of like not a good thing to do. Well, oh god, I need to say this in the most like accurate way so I don't get like taken out of context. Hang on, maybe hang on. I need to like stop playing the game because I keep getting distracted by the game. When it comes to insults on the internet, I don't think it's necessarily appropriate to use like characteristics of individuals that they don't have much control over and make fun of them for that, because it's kind of rude. It's something that they can't really control. And it's oftentimes it's not like even that like fun to do. I do think if people are using that characteristics as a weapon against other people, that's like the one case where it's fine to make fun of it. But that's about the only case. So when it comes to like fat phobia on the internet, I guess it's often bad because the target of the harassment isn't they're not being harassed because they did something, they talked about weight or whatever. They just did something like completely normal or completely unrelated to their weight, and then people made fun of maybe people made fun of them for it. And I think that is just like rude. And not a good thing to do. Effectively. Yeah, go away. However, I still think it's okay to say that if you're obese, you probably should lose weight. Because being obese does carry a lot of significant risks that can hurt you and shorten your life. And I think that overall we should be encouraging habits that makes people happier. And I think not being obese makes people happier. I mean, no, that's what I think. Because when it comes to like giving advice and encouraging, we should, I don't think the attitude of just let people do what makes them happy is good enough. Because a lot of times the thing that will make them happy in the short term will hurt them in the long term. And I don't think that stuff should be encouraged. No. And so when it comes to like obesity, yeah. Yeah. it should probably be at least be like a condition that should be taken care of. All right, that's it. I mean, I can, considering no one's gonna watch this this part, I guess it doesn't really matter what I say, but I'm still gonna cut it and edit it together, probably for like a special thing. So yeah, okay. My allergies are so bad. I'll probably spend the entirety of tomorrow. So, I mean, tomorrow is a weekday, and I have stuff to do, like just like stuff related to like education, that I'll have to do tomorrow. But I can do, considering I've done a lot of stuff last week, and honestly, like I can always catch up on work. I don't have like too much work to do in the future. Hang on, let me just... Okay. Just because I have stuff to do, I can always do some stuff. Doesn't mean I can't take like just like a short, only like do work half the day and then try to edit this down for the other half. The thing is, I spend like most of like the day outdoors, like not outdoors, but like outside my home residence, just because it's warmer. Like I don't have the heating on here. It won't be an issue anymore, not for long anyways, because the weather is starting to improve. Like we're getting... I don't think we're gonna have negative degrees at night anymore. Which is gonna be a good thing, because partially the reason why I've not been like very enthusiastic about doing stuff is just because it's cold. And so I don't want to like get out of bed and stuff like that. I know that's like a kind of like a whiny thing to like say, but I can't actually find this. I guess I'll remove that. Sure, let's gamble. Yeah, concentration. Oops. We did it! Let's go. What was I talking about before? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. Oh yeah. Tomorrow I might edit, yes. So by tomorrow, by the time I've uploaded this video, I've uploaded the previous stream. It's in the process of being like formatted by YouTube. All I need to do is just make a thumbnail and upload it. And like make it live, but I want to edit down like the speaking segment from the previous stream. Wait, actually, this work. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. I'm gonna like do like half the amount of work I normally do, and then I'm gonna try to edit down the video, because why not? Okay. Was Brexit a mistake? Yes, it was. Prisons work. Do you agree? Wait, like forced prison labor? Probably not, but I do support giving prisoners access to jobs. So, okay, how should I frame this? Wait. So when it comes to like prisoners, I do think the way we treat prisoners in general, kind of bad. Well, like, the general attitude that I see people having. Like, I've seen a fair few, like, segments on the internet talking about prisons. And, well, I guess especially since recently there's been talk about whether or not to put a transgender woman into a woman's prison or a man's prison. Which personally I think they should probably go into a woman's prison because they're basically a woman. But like, I think in general, the way we treat prisoners as oh, that's right. The way we treat prisoners now is kind of messed up. I think partially we don't really see prisoners as like humans, or at least not as like people like similar to ourselves. Because I think a lot of the reasons why transgender women are seen as like complete like dangers to cis women a lot of the time is because there's this general instinct that prisoners are just way more violent than the average person, when honest to God, I don't think that's really the case. A lot of people go to prison for very non-violent reasons. And, so, like, the general, like, hysteria against, like, prisoners. Like, I've seen many a segment on the internet of people advocating for the death penalty to return, which I don't understand, because it always feels like it's a bit of an extreme solution to a pretty manageable problem. And I do like to believe in I like to believe that I believe in second chances. Maybe I don't. Maybe people don't really believe in second chances. It's possible it's the case. Because I do know a lot of people will be like, yes, I'm all for restorative justice, but then when someone messes up in like a social circle, everyone will just crucify them to bits without giving them a chance to recover and to regain the trust of people. I do know that's a thing that's common on the internet. I have no clue what to give him. Luck? Probably luck. So say? I've lost my train of thought now. Something to do with prisoners. Ooh, I'm doing a very hard topic. Oh, no. That didn't go well. So yeah. Oh yeah, restorative justice. I mean, if I believe in second chances, obviously I don't believe in the death penalty because that is literally not a second chance. That is the one chance. Kind of like life imprisonment. I don't necessarily know if I agree with life imprisonment. Even if you do something bad that ruins the life of many people. I don't know. I often think that like the mistake is done, and so what you should be focusing on is putting people in the situation, in like the condition that they won't do the bad thing again, because that's like really the only thing you can do. Maybe I'm naive in that sense. I do think I am quite a naive person, and I do believe too much in the goodness of people. I'm still too young to be cynical about the world. Which I know a lot of people are. But yeah. I think that's about it on this subject, because I don't really have much else to say. Alright, I guess. Well, what other topic? Let's be less controversial. Oh, prisons work. This wasn't about bringing ethics. This is about prison work, labor. Right. No, I don't. I think if people work, they should get compensated for it. Like, the point of prison isn't to gain free labor. The point of prison is to keep people who are genuine dangers to society away from society, which is still an important thing to have, and also to give them a chance of reforming and becoming good, honest citizens that will pay their taxes and be a net benefit to society. I think, like, having prisons spew out a bunch of honest people is the best thing that they could do. It might not be, and it might not work for everyone, like not everyone can go through this process and end up a better person, but I think a lot of people can, and a lot of people should be given an opportunity to do so. And I think work is a way of doing so, of acquiring skills that will allow people to then reintegrate into society. But of course, I also think that if you're doing work, if you're doing labor, you should get compensated for said labor, because at the end of the day, you're doing a service. I don't feel it's right, like ethically speaking, to just say, well, they did something wrong, that's their punishment. Maybe because I don't believe in punishment. Maybe that's the thing. I don't really. Maybe I just don't believe that people should, like, as punishment, be forced to work. I do believe in some punishment, because we do need deterrent for some types of behavior. Because sometimes ethics just isn't enough. We do need to, like, say that if you break this boundary, you should lose something. I think I'm fine with that, but it shouldn't be. It should be something that they can afford to lose. It shouldn't be like, oh, you can't afford this? Well, get to work then. Even community labor, I think, even if it's like work you have to do, like picking up garbage or whatever, I still think even though it's like court mandated work, you should still be compensated for it. especially because if you're doing that work, you're not going to be able to do the actual job that you have, and so at least you should be able to get something in return, so you don't like starve. So that's that. Okay, that is all I have on the subject. Boom. Education in Britain today is failing. Oh gosh. I don't think I can speak for Britain because I don't actually... maybe I can actually, because I did do GCSEs. I didn't do the A-levels, so I can't speak for A-levels. I mean, I'll answer one of the questions on here directly. Should uniforms be mandatory? No. Uniforms are cringe. They, like, basically suppress individuality, which is, like, the best thing people can have. I wanted to do a topic on education. The issue is... well, I mean, there's either, like, very obvious answers, or, like... the topic would require a lot more concentration. Because I could, like, give my perspective on, like, how maths should be taught. Because I do like maths. I do a lot of it. And I do have some opinions on how maths is taught and should be taught. Maybe? The issue is I can't really formulate it properly without, like, going into depth on how things are taught. I mean, okay. I guess I can talk about one thing. Because I have been on the internet. And I have seen a lot of people complain about this. I mean, if I'm talking about something that's happening on the internet, it's to do with America. Because literally everybody on the internet is American. But I will say this. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion. But I think the way Common Core in America is being taught, a lot of the people on the internet are basically crapping on these weird-looking questions that like are overcomplicate the situation and don't teach children like the proper way of doing things. Honestly, I prefer the way that they're doing it that way. Like the way that the Common Core education system is trying to teach. Oh gosh. The thing about maths, and I guess maybe that applies to a lot of other subjects, but the thing about maths is that it's a very difficult subject. Like, it's a cool subject, and I think you can have a lot of fun learning it, but I think, and you know, some aspects of it can be easy, but some aspects can be hard, especially if you don't have a grasp on how math works, so to speak. And how do I put this? The way maths used to be taught was very linear, like one way down the road, in the sense that in maths, in the math that they were taught in school, there was a process to solve a problem. As long as you know that process, you can solve the problem. Kind of dealio. And I mean, that might work, you know, in a few cases, you know, just enough to get by, so you don't. So if you run across this problem in the wild, like, you won't be like completely dumbfounded. You'll be able to answer the problem. But I think the issue is that doing it that way basically reduces your flexibility in answering like variety of problems. You lose the ability to answer slightly different questions that it's basically the same question except for a twist. And because that twist exists, you can't answer the problem because the process that you originally learned does not take into account that twist. And I think Common Core, the idea of Common Core, is to give students that small intuition that, hey, these twists exist, expect them, and use them to solve different interesting problems. And I think it does make processes more complicated to some degree. But I also think it makes students appreciate things like the numbers, like the natural numbers more, real numbers. It makes them appreciate things more, and it makes them play around with these numbers more so that they become more comfortable with doing more complex manipulations in the future. It takes more time, and I think at the end of the day, this system does not work without proper funding for teachers, which is why I support strikes in the UK, for instance. Yeah, this doesn't work without like proper funding for teachers and all the other shebang. And yeah, and like a proper like support system for education to give students a chance to catch up if they're falling behind. That's what I wanted to say. Like, you can have the most interesting and diverse curriculum around, but if you can't, if you have to like give up on certain students in the process, then yeah, I guess the system won't work. But the methods by which I think a lot of like the way I see Common Core is I think it does like teach math in a way that would help students more in the future than the way things used to be taught. And I think that's the same way with the new mathematical system in Ireland. Because Ireland basically has... I basically went through that system of like a brand new type of mathematics. In which like the curriculum was like completely revamped in a way that was very unusual, I would say. Like, there was stuff on the curriculum that I felt like could be interesting for students to learn, but I don't think it was like necessarily that beneficial. Like, for instance, proof by induction was on the curriculum. And I'm not saying that proof by induction is unintuitive to understand or like that controversial, and maybe it's interesting. The issue is proofs, like proving stuff in high school isn't really a thing that happens. Most problems posed are find the answer to this, find a number, calculate a number to this problem kind of question. So like getting a proof by induction out of nowhere felt like slightly out of place, and as a result I think people just like learned one of the 3 possible proof by inductions or the variations on it. Without really learning what the intuition behind proof by induction, which again, it's not very complicated. Proof by induction is literally just basically kind of a domino thing. Like if you line up if you line up everything like a domino and you push over the first domino piece, all the other domino pieces fall. That's basically proof by induction in like a visual sense. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if high school is like the best place to first experience proof by induction. At least not without exploring other like without first experiencing other proof methods. Because realistically, the only types of proofs that people at high school level even experience are proofs in geometry. Which, don't get me wrong, proving stuff is very important. And it's actually very important too for a lot of subjects. Physics, chemistry, all that shebang. That's actually kind of what showing your work is. It's kind of like, it's just a proof method, but where the final step is a numerical answer. So yeah. So, if you're talking about like how the Irish math system worked, I think overall there was a lot of good stuff in there. And so I don't really like when a lot of like people who've done the education have graduated look back and say, yeah, the way that students are learning, or the stuff that students are learning is like useless and not good. Because the point of being in school isn't to learn useful stuff. To learn useful stuff. Like, I don't think the purpose of going to school is to learn how to do taxes. Maybe it's useful to have someone tell you how to do these kinds of processes, but ultimately the point of being at school is to become a learned person, to learn the skills necessary to adapt and absorb new information, as well as gaining like a basic knowledge in a lot of subjects, so that in the future you're not starting from like base 0 when you're like exploring a difficult subject. You actually have like a starting point. Oh god, this coffee is cold now and it's starting to give me like freaking stomach things. Let me just quickly down this. I muted the microphone because I just felt like the biggest burp of my life is coming along. I'm gonna mute it again because now I have to blow my nose. Okay. Oh, good. So yeah. So yeah, so if you are talking, if you're one of those people that just likes to comment on the state of education today, let's say, hey, all these students aren't doing as well as they used to, or like the education system is still crap, but then you like say, oh, the stuff they're learning this today, that's not useful. All I want to say is just like, yeah, but the original system didn't work either, so at least they're trying something different, as opposed to sticking with the old system that was still bad. Alright. Alright, so that's about it. I think I've exhausted myself. Maybe one day I'll make a more proper overview on what I think about the education system, but considering I'm not good at speaking for long about a certain subject for a very long time, I guess this was not too bad. Especially because I'm basically just like screaming into the void, which is actually the reason why I started streaming, because I wanted the ability to scream into the void. And now I am. Although I was hoping for the void to echo back. Actually, that wouldn't be a void then. That would be more like a cave. Maybe that's what I want. I want a cave to scream into. And to hear my echo. Echo, echo. Okay, what now? What's now? I like there's one question on this website that's supposed to be, are humans are humans fundamentally nice and nasty, nature nurture, except they accidentally wrote nature nature. They really didn't proofread a lot of these things. I guess these two questions are like related. Maybe I'll talk about both of them. Should couples have to take a test, course, before they can have children? And should men get paternity leave? Cool. Two interesting questions. And I guess both of these are about the role of parents in, like, especially young to newborn children. So, well, I can't really talk about these in general, so I guess we'll just start by answering your first question. Should couples be forced to like pass a test in order to get a child? So my instincts are telling me no, because it feels like a massive infringement on people's freedoms. Like, how would you enforce that, really? I mean, okay, there is a way, like the China method, where you police everybody's lives down to their doorsteps. But yeah, it does seem a bit like, I understand that like getting a child is a very important responsibility that we should hope parents are prepared for. That I completely understand. I just don't know if a test is the best way of doing so. Simply because tests well, if tests are an awful way to like figure out if someone is like suitable, because someone could just like know all the answers but end up being a terrible parent, or someone could genuinely be like the best parent in the world and not be good at under pressure, and so fails the test every time they do it. So firstly, tests aren't just a great way of like evaluating if someone is ready to be a parent, but more importantly, I'm desperate for like one herb. But more importantly, I think ultimately a lot about life is about being unprepared for stuff. Like, honestly, most people just don't know how to do like basic stuff. And despite that, they still learn. Like, when they eventually reach the point where they can't really go on without knowing this stuff, at that point they learn how to do it, and then just like they learn on the fly. And so I don't necessarily know if like gatekeeping parenthood before they have a chance of proving themselves to get a child really is the best way of going about it. Alright, so that's that. The other thing was paternity leave, right? Do you have a potion that can fix this? Does that work? Alright. So when it comes to paternity leave, I mean, my answer is probably sure. Wait, what did they want again? Like, I think I understand partially that part of getting maternity leave for a mother is to give themselves the time to recover from birthing an entire child, and also give them time to bond. I feel like the father, in that respect, probably also has that right. Because, I mean, it's a partnership kind of thing. Like, as a father, you are responsible, in part, of making a child, and therefore having a relationship with the child. So, I think definitely parents, like fathers, should have paternity leave. So that's about that. I don't think I really can say much more. Like, all the other... Yeah, like all the other subjects in this website, maybe not necessarily that interesting. And in any case, I think I'm done on like talking about controversial stuff. So I think for the rest of this, I'll probably just end up chilling. Maybe whatever else I think about, I'll just say. Alright, cool. Besides, we're almost reaching level 14, and then I'll have level 15 to get to. So probably I was hoping to get this done today, but looks like that's not gonna be the case. Because this is a very slow and tedious process. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Guess we have to haggle for this. Boom. Is there anything about my life I wanted to talk about? I mean, to be fair, there really isn't anything much that I can really say. Because, I mean, I haven't been streaming, so I was kind of wanting to stream for the last week or so. Not particular. I mean, the thing is, I want to finish this game. This is fun. I mean, I've said this many a times before. That I personally enjoy this game, but I'm at the point now where commentary is just so hard. So hard. Because I'm basically doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. So partially I'm just doing this to get it done. Because I do actually want to like cap it off at like finishing all of these 3 things. But yeah, I haven't been able to stream mainly because I'm currently full-time like higher level education, and it's just been like the way classes work and all. I basically got all my classes last week. Next week I have no classes, but as a result of that I had to basically spend the entire week focusing on that, and then I also had a meeting because I have a dissertation to write, so I had a meeting on that, and so because of that it was just like day after day after day after day of like just constant working and studying, which is a pain. And it was to the point where I think Friday evening, well, at that point I had literally nothing because it's the weekend, but I was just too tired. Like, it was one of the first times I just fell asleep in front of my laptop, just like because I couldn't stay awake. And so I thought, yeah, no, you know what, it's not worth it. It's not worth it trying to keep myself awake just to stream. Steady potion, similar effects. It's still not giving me the thing I need. I'm in desperate need. Oh, I actually don't need Spell Bloom. Wait, what was the thing I needed then? Okay, whatever. What was I saying before? Yes, I actually just forgot what I was talking about. I think I was talking about my week. Oh yeah, I was just like exhausted like on Friday. And then yesterday I had stuff in the evening, so I couldn't stream either. So yeah, that's why I'm streaming today. Because today I feel alright, although because I was singing in a choir today, My voice is basically gone. Normally, like, horror isn't that big a deal. Hang on, I need to... Sorry, allergies. Normally, choir isn't that bad. Like, I go in there, I just sing a bit. It's not too tough. Today was, we were singing a particular song by J.S. Bach. You may have heard of him. And the issue is that particular track is that I sing the tenor line. Oh, I got popularity. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was 1,500. 1250 is not too bad. Whew. So we were singing a track by J.S. Bach. And the issue with that particular track is that it spent way too much time in the upper registries. Which is... If anyone has sung like higher than they normally do, like it's like a G, around a G, basically, in the higher registries, which is already painful for a tenor. But it was constant like pressure, to the point where very often in rehearsal I would just like stop being able to even sing, just because of how high the singing was. So basically, yeah, so after like the 2 rehearsals where we sung that song, my voice was just like gone afterwards. And we sung that today. Like, this was a proper, like, performance today, so... So, I decided, just because I knew if I were to sing it properly, I would die. Not literally, but, like, my voice would probably give way. I decided to just, like, sing it in falsetto, like proper light falsetto, not like pushing myself to the brig, because that's painful. And yeah, I think my voice is still a bit sore from that, so but there's no way around it. It was a very tough piece to sing. Okay. Oh, whoops. So yeah, so that was the last few days, which is why I haven't really been streaming. Even though I wanted to, every day I was thinking, yeah, I kind of want to stream, but I just don't have the energy to do so. Or, yeah, I want to stream, but first I have to do this thing. That'll take me the rest of the day. And then it was like 4 in the morning, you know, obviously I'm not gonna stream until 6. Because that would kill me. And I know I'm lucky, because right now, being in higher education means I don't have strict 9 to 5 that I have to adhere to. Which is partially why I'm doing all of this now. Because I know that in the future, when I do actually start working to make a living, I won't have this opportunity to do stuff I actually want to do. And to some degree, that's the only thing I wish I kind of did was start this channel a year earlier. Because then it would have given me a bigger running start. Okay, what ingredient? Oh, moon salt. I'm running out of moon salt again. That's all good. Already have one. So yeah. I mean, I don't live a particularly glamorous life. I'll admit that. But I think I do enjoy life the way it currently is. Yeah. Okay. What if I just spent the last 10 minutes of the stream in complete silence? Now that would be a change in pace. Perhaps. Would that be interesting? Probably not. I'd probably get a lot of complaints. A lot of complaints as if anyone was watching this stream. I guess I could just talk about, like, plans for the future. Well, not the future, like, my future, but, like, the future of what I have in store for streaming. Because, here's the thing. I don't envision... I can't speak words anymore. I don't envisage... That sounds... Even when I pronounce it correctly, it sounds wrong. Envisage? Envisage. It just sounds wrong. Hang on. Envisage.
Envisage.
I am pronouncing it correctly. Envisage.
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 Envisage. I don't envisage myself being a full-time streamer. There we go. I don't, well, I could just say using simpler words. I don't see myself as a full-time streamer. I know this is fun, and I do enjoy doing this, but I don't see myself as being fulfilled by doing this type of job. So maybe if I do continue this into the future, well, I guess it'll still be like a 2-hour per day thing, but it might end up being like I have to like fully establish things properly, or like figure out like a system of doing things. But it might mean that I can't do the same things I've been doing now, which is like cutting together and uploading things onto YouTube the way I've been doing it. I could still do it, but I might not be able to put the intro and outro thumbnail the way I've been doing it now. Which would be a shame, because that still requires like 3 or 4 hours of rendering. Maybe I could do that by if I get a second computer, I could just run a laptop just doing the rendering, and then when I go to work, it renders in the background. That could be a thing I could do, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, so in terms of like what to do for the future of the stream, I was thinking of making like a kind of like waiting for the stream to start like panel. In fact, I'm in the process of doing so. Um, but it will take some time because I want to animate it. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, I wanted to potentially make like a waiting screen. It's in the process. I might show it when it's well, I'll show it when it's ready. It might be ready this week actually, because it's not like complicated animation. It's just like gonna be like a GIF or something. That looks kind of scenic. So yeah, so that's in the process of being done. Also, the one good thing about doing this is it's basically given me like a direction to be creative. The one thing I missed is the one thing I haven't really been able to do is draw, because I've always struggled to kind of have the motivation to like get there and like make art, really. And I think with a lot of things, not having the reason I haven't made it is because I've just not had like a channel to do it for. So like I was just doing it for myself, really. And so as a result of that, because I'm doing things for myself, I don't feel like I have anyone to like disappoint. So if I just don't do it, then I just don't end up doing it, kinda. I guess we could do that. And so as a result of that, even if I wanted to draw, I just couldn't bring myself to do it, because I would need a specific like situation in order to make myself like draw. However, doing all the thumbnails for this stream is honestly just been like very satisfying. I haven't been on top of things to like, as soon as I'm ready to upload, I make a thumbnail immediately. Sometimes I'll sit on a rendered video for like a couple days, but recently I've just been like, you know what? Actually doing this is kind of fun. Like actually like pretty fun. And yeah. The one thing I don't know is if I ever do like, because the one issue with doing drawings is that it takes time. So if I do end up wanting to do this, at least enough I actually kind of do want to see what happens if I do this. Boop, boop, boop. Kind of fun. If I actually do end up getting a 9 to 5, I don't know if I can keep up with like making all the art and stuff. I mean, I would miss that if I do end up doing this, and it might turn up that I only make like one thumbnail for an entire series, and I just reuse the same thumbnail like I'm doing for chess right now. Because let's be honest, I can't do one for every series. I don't have really the time to do that. I can do it for this series because it's not that many. But like, if I were to do one for chess as well, because then I have to like think about how do I make a unique thumbnail for chess every single time. That sounds very difficult. Whereas with this one, it's a very simple, I just draw. Because I can appeal to the same aesthetic style. Just draw things. Yeah. Yeah, I am starting to ramble a bit, but again, as I said, commentating on this game is so difficult. So yeah, so I don't know. I could keep going and try to get it this time, and so the next stream, I just focus on getting the last two. Oops. All I need to do is just focus on getting the Philosopher's Stone and the Philosopher's Sword. Oops. I guess that's what I could do next turn. So I keep going until maybe not all the way there, but more than halfway. I think that's going to be my goal. Try to get halfway there and then just and then end stuff today. Oh wait, you want a weak potion? Go away. Yeah, speed. Speed is key here. Okay. Mana. So that's, I mean, that's long term. So that's what I'm thinking about long term. Is how will I manage to do this in the future? Because the answer is really I don't know. Oh, whoops, water cap, not water blue. In the near future, as I said many a times before, is I plan on trying to do something like a more hybrid sort of gaming session, instead of like a single game, like I've been doing with Potioncraft and all the other series so far, that I alternate between two different ones, just because the next one I know is going to be a doozer. The next game I want to play is a very highly technical one that I was interested in playing because it looked interesting to play and more educational, but also it's not one that I think I can just play all the time, and I would need something to distract myself. So I was thinking of doing like a hybrid of like something exciting, like an action or a platformer. I've eyed a few of them. There are a few that are interesting to me, but I haven't nailed one down yet. I keep like jumping between a couple of them. Like the one I want to do, and I was really wanting to do, was Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which is which is like a 2D platformer kind of dealio, which is a successor to Yooka-Laylee. Because like the original Yooka-Laylee I played, I won't be able to play on stream because it's very laggy, since my computer is not that strong. I played the original Yooka-Laylee. It was kind of like meh. Some parts were fun, some other parts felt like empty. Like they were just trying to put something, but it didn't really like fill the space in a way that felt satisfying. And so I wanted to see what the Impossible Lair was like, because I was kind of like curious to see if they improved the formulae somewhat. The only issue is that Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair looks like it would run very badly on my laptop, because my laptop, firstly, my laptop isn't strong, and in even the trailer itself, the gameplay was already lagging. So considering that I'm also wanting to stream it, I think my laptop will literally die. So that would not be a good idea to stream. So I was thinking of a 2D platformer. I was thinking maybe, I've heard things about it, but maybe Guacamelee. It does look interesting enough, and it is definitely 2D, so maybe that one. Or some other, maybe Braid? Braid was another one I was thinking of, although it is like a puzzly type of game, and considering the other game that I'm gonna play is also kind of puzzly, maybe not. Celeste was another one, although Celeste sounds difficult, and maybe too intense. But I was thinking of something along the lines of a 2D platformer. So I would have to see what's appropriate. Because obviously it could be literally anything. Could be literally anything. That's it. That's all, folks. I've upgraded all the abilities. So yeah. That's what I'm playing in the future. As well as chess. There's gonna be like 3 series like interleaved with each other. That's the plans for the future. Probably Tuesday. So Monday, I want to finish this game. The goal is to get far enough along today so that when Monday rolls around, I can just like finish up this game, be done with it, put this aside, and that's that. Tuesday will be chess, and then Wednesday I'll probably start one of the 2 games. Probably the complicated computer-based one that I wanted to do, because it looks fun. I really want to try it. Yeah. That's gonna be something I'll see on Wednesday. Actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna... I might put an ultimatum to just not stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays, because I always have stuff in the evening, and by the time I get back, make food, like prepare myself, like get myself out of like, dirty clothing and stuff like that, relax a bit, it already becomes very late, and then I have stuff the day after. at least for the next month or so. Don't necessarily know if I really want to stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and maybe other days as well. So maybe the first time I stream a new game is on Thursday. But even then, I don't know. I could try and find... I mean, the thing about what I should stream, I was thinking about trying to find something more popular. Something fun, but also popular enough that I might see some people come to see me. Because at the end of the day, if I'm streaming, I might as well stream 2 people. You know? I might as well have viewers, and the only way to do that is by attracting them by playing other games. So we shall see. Yeah, for the rest of the stream, I'm just gonna be sitting there, basically near silence, because I literally just don't know what else to say. Is there life leave? I'll finish it off. Oh, done. I'm not gonna be able to do half a life leave offside food. Yeah, so maybe we'll just do until or maybe I can do, well, I would say do it until it's 4 o'clock, but it's already 4:05. Okay, I'll try and do it until I reach 500, which shouldn't be too long. It should be like maybe another 20 minutes or something. I'll be zooming. Look at me zoom. If I concentrate really quickly, I'll be able to click. Okay, let's go away. I've reverted my progress, but that's okay. That's all okay. Solid rock. And look, I'm making up mushrooms. Your approach to making this clumsy. Protection. I'm just trying to move fast now. Well, I don't think I made any progress. But at least it only took 2 minutes to complete the day. Yeah, it might actually come down to I have to complete the request, otherwise they won't give me an opportunity to get there. Ooh, I'm discounted. I will haggle like my life depends on it. There we go. Oh, now I'm out of life. Okay, fine. Instead, I'll just keep going until I need more lives of moon salt, and then afterwards I'll just create more moon salt and end stream. I think that's probably the best solution. Oh, and we've finished it. Okay, moon salt time. Oh, we can also move these ones around. That's fun. Okay. Negredo requires strength, poison, sleep, stone skin, and slowness. Strength, poison, stone skin, sleep, and slowness. Soup. Then we need albedo, which will require. Where did it go? We need albedo, which requires frost, swiftness, magic, frost, and invincibility. So magic. So frost. What else do we need? Swiftness. Dexterity, that's what we need. Dextero. Okay. Now we need to match them up. Frost there. Swiftness, magic, invisibility. And then create our other 4 objects. Go. Dexterity. It's there. It's there. That goes there. That. Oh yeah, and the Negredo goes in there. Alright. We just need magic vision and levitation. And everything else is just prepared in the book. Like that. Okay. Strength, one swiftness, one dexterity. Anti-magic. We want strength, anti-magic. We want that. We want there. And there. And there. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and get all the way to... to 500. I did say I was gonna stop after making moonsault, but I changed my mind. I'm gonna try to get to 500. Or should we do 625? Let's do 625. Let's go exactly halfway. Go away. You're not helpful anymore. I mean, 20 customers that have the same one like that. Ignore that. Is basically just like 100. And I get around 10 customers a day, which is why, yeah, everyone it's supposed to, like every days you get around 50, except you have a bad customer which brings it down to around 30. Click. Slow progress, but it is progress. Very slow progress. Very slow. Show me your wares. That's pretty usual. I'll just grab anything that's cheap. And haggling it down to cheaper. Oh, new potion? No. I catch your drift. There you go. Oh, statistics. Look at this. Boom. I do like me some statistics. I need the wrong potion. Protect you from danger. There you go. The lucky thing is if they ask me like, you need a best potion, it's very easy. I get an extra boost. Extra boost. 300, yeah, let's go. In 10 minutes that's all I got 100 points. Oof. Yeah, I just think that it's probably worth it. Worth to just give up on certain customers, just because the amount of time it will take for me to get the thing is. Because the amount of time I spend trying to get to get the perfect potion would just be lost productivity. Oh, that's too much. Yes, good. I'll buy nothing. Wait, how are you feeling out of it? Strength? Do you need strength potions? There we go. Smooth your wrinkles. Oh, we're getting close. Wait, are we getting close? We made 16 points of progress. That is not progress, but not at all. Let's get the old reliable stone skin. The freezing potion. Always up for haggling. Haggling is great fun. Always great fun. Okay. Hey, 60 now. Okay, we are making quick, swift progress. Let's get up. Concentrate, focus. I'll put myself close to the microphone for no reason. Drink. Isn't this fun? Are we having fun now? We're having so much fun watching me just do something without commentating. I mean, that's the wish everybody wants, right? Just like no commentary. I guess the commentary is I'm getting tired. Like sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. I am getting sleepy. What's this potion? That was like a 2 minute thing, which is very good. Wow, badass over here. Imagine having to do all the brewing by yourself from start to finish. That would destroy me. At least with here I can just click a button. Oh, you need this one. Are monkeys agile? Probably, right? Because they have fingers for toes. Delicious toes. What does he doesn't like? Yeah, no, screw off. Screw off. Alright. It's weird, someone literally just asked me about that. Hopefully none of you are trying to find a solution to the same problem, because that would be awkward. 47, we have 100, 225. Let's go. Okay, here you go. Cool. Nice, a sixer. Very nice. Okay. 50. 175 to go. Okay. I think I'm... Oops. It lagged, so I didn't realize. Okay. Ah, another talent point. So talented. Whatever shall I do? Whatever shall we do? Yeah, I'm literally going to bed directly after I'm done with this. I'm literally just clicking and clicking. No. Okay, good. Progress. Not really, but progress. About 150 to go. We have progress of like 29. So let's go to trade and collect the unit. Yeah, it's just like partially it's just hoping that we don't get bad customers. Okay, fine, I'll add the plague thing. Go. Doing this. I don't do this at all. This up. You believe you can fly, can you now? There we go. You can now. Is the tunnel blocking you? Blow it up. I really shouldn't be condoning this behavior, but sure, I'll give you a luck potion. Knock yourself out? Not actually, don't actually knock yourself out, please. I could get into trouble for that. Big trouble. Very big trouble. About 100 more to go. 110. That should be easy. Especially if I get a nice, good day. Anything you can use? Smaller. What you want? To give me stuff again. I won't take anything. I think I'm fine for now. I mean, I can always buy stuff in bulk later on. That's a nice thing. Really want magma roll. There we go. In fact, I do too. Just because I'm nice. Okay, push the speed. Okay, that's fine. We're at 75 now. Looks like we'll be able to be done with this after all. Nope. Yeah, A+ commentary here. Again, there's like literally nothing I can do. In terms of like fun, enticing, snippy commentary. Just me playing a video game. Don't forget to collect your ingredients. Bed. Sleep. Wake up. Rinse, repeat. If we do this first. Why not? And I'll get back. Not blue. It is this one. So it can smell all puffy like when the explosion happens. Yeah, it's around 50 left, which is very, very doable. Wow, this is more now. Much more. Brought me mushrooms. You always bring me mushrooms. What if I didn't want mushrooms? Have you thought of that? You're really not having a good game plan here. Oh, you want to make people... You want like a cloning tool? Hang on. Oh, drop frames. Oh, to make people like you. Okay, charming. That's what I meant. Basically stone skin, right? Salt again. That's okay. It's okay. I'll probably have to make one more salt. Wood salt. But they're not too difficult to make. fine. We won't get anything from you. No. Wait, what? Oh, you want a rejuvenation potion. Sorry, my bad, I didn't understand. Okay, there we go. Potion that make you smell better. Here you go. What do you want? Flower, herbs, and roots. Doop, 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 doop. It's a deal. Very cheap deal. The best deal. There we go. Healing potion. It's a miracle cure potion. There we go. Craft. Yeah, I agree. Oh man. We're reaching the point in the stream now that it's probably like time for me to end things. In fact, actually, it's exactly time for me to end things because I reach the halfway point. Didn't even collect the ingredients. So, thank you very much for joining me. It's another long stream. There's going to be one more long stream tomorrow. But I am logging off for now. Oh my goodness. The time flew by. Save game. Like, genuinely just flew by. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this VOD and all the good. Enjoy the stream and have a good life, have a good day, have a good everything, and I hope to see you another time. Goodbye.